still am. Yeah.
What was that like for you, looking at him and saying, I want to do that?
I'm going to have to do a lot of push-ups. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
That guy's amazing. Like, he flies all over the stage still. And he's in his 50s, I think, right?
Is that what captured your attention as to want to be a lead singer?
When I was a kid, me and Mikey used to listen to Live After Death all the time, which is like one of the greatest live albums ever recorded. And
Iron Maiden.
Yeah, Iron Maiden. And it starts off with a Winston Churchill speech, and then they launch right into Aces High, which is about World War II, and it's phenomenal. And, that was one of the first, I guess, audio experiences that made me want to be in a band, and then visual came later, but, they were it.
Your parents probably weren't crazy about the Iron Maiden records in the house. Most parents aren't.
Well, they were, remember the PMRC?
No kidding.
They weren't a part of that, but thank God. But when I was a kid, that was huge. PMRC was giant.
For folks who don't know, that was the movement that led to records being labeled for obscenity and explicit language and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
They didn't say you couldn't make them. They just said you had to label them. That's what it was.
So
you could write Tipper Gore.
Yeah. So then, she was the head one, and my parents kind of watched TV and bought into that a little bit, and so they made it a little hard for me to get stuff like Slayer records, but they were pretty cool with Iron Maiden. So.
Speaking about your family, I read that of course your grandmother inspired your creativity in a way that no one else in your family kind of was able to do. How did she do that?
Because she herself was such an amazing artist. She was a sculptor, a painter. She could play the piano. She could sing. She was an amazing woman, and she kind of saw that I had an interest in that kind of thing and just not forced me, but just kind of fostered that creativity.
Just gave you encouragement.
Yeah. She made me do it. And she's the one that made me play Peter Pan in the play. So.
We have her to thank for that.
That's the first applause for Peter Pan in maybe 40 years. I mean, really, that's quite a moment. All right, one more question, and then we'll hear another live song from the band My Chemical Romance. It's the Kevin and Beach Show on KROQ. Lightning is in the crowd with whom?
We've got Paul from Placentia. I understand you have a comic book coming out soon.
I
was wondering if you could tell us about it.
It's really actually very hard to describe in a sentence. I guess it's a closet space alien adopts 7 extraordinary maladjusted children, raises them really bad, and then dies of a heart attack. So it's a lot of fun. It's just been an amazing experience.
When does it come out?
September 19th.
You started out as an intern at
DC Comics.
DC Comics, right?
I did.
You were just copying?
I was a photocopy boy. Yeah.
Nice. And you just read everything and learned to love it while you were doing it.
Yeah, and it was really helpful to, every kind of art you do is really relative, and it was really helpful to photocopy all this stuff and see the stuff up close.
Right.
And it helped me become a better visual artist. So.
How long was it until you started thinking, I want to write my own?
We always try to start bands and stuff. We never really had a band, but it was right after 9/11, just as the story is, That was the moment where I kind of turned my back on wanting to do art, and we started the band together.
All right, let me ask before we hear another song here, guys. From the other guys in the band, you have to tell Gerard that the comic book's good, but what do you really think? He's not here. He's not listening. What do you guys really think?
It's good.
All right. Breakfast with My Chemical Romance. MCR, everybody stand up. Here's another live number for you on KROQ.
Breakfast with My Chemical Romance. We'll take a quick break and come right back on the world-famous KROQ.
KROQ. This is Breakfast.
Kevin and Bean's Breakfast with My Chemical Romance.
We are back with our Breakfast with My Chemical Romance. More live music coming up.
Guys, we've noticed something about your fans here today. They crazy.
They are crazy, beautiful, smart, and awesome.
Today... Well, we've been talking to them for the last week and a half as we've been giving away tickets to the Breakfast with My Chemical Romance here on KROQ. And, they're passionate, and I can tell you're passionate about what you do, and the band is passionate, and they bring it right back to you. Producer Lightning, you've got Ariel in the audience with you?
Oh, yeah, here she is.
Ariel, we talked to yesterday. She won one of the very last pair of tickets. Hey, Ariel, how are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
Good.
Now, tell the band what you told us on the radio yesterday about how My Chemical Romance has really made everyone around you miserable.
Oh, yeah. People hate me because I love you guys so much. It's like unbelievable.
Okay. Now, your mom and dad, when they put you on timeout or whatever it is they do with you.
Oh, yeah. They ground me. I can't talk about you because I talk about you so much.
They actually have to say she can't talk about the band. That's what they do as a
I've
form
gotten
of
kicked out
punishment.
of class for talking about you guys. Like, I'm just like, it's really bad.
And Gerard, here's
Yes.
High five.
here's one more thing: is when she goes to school, if anybody else has a folder or something with your picture on it, she will fight them.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm like the only one.
Is there some kind of ownership issue, or?
Because I just love you guys so much.
There's a fine line between passion and crazy.
Do you got a question? You know if you.
Oh, I have a question.
All right. What is
Can you kiss Frank like you did on Saturday?
Hell
again?
no. That ain't a command thing. That just happens.
That's the elephant in the room, though, and we didn't want to bring it up. But since it's out there, what happened when you kissed Frank on Saturday?
Magic, fireworks.
It was the
I was
hottest
just
thing
getting
I've ever
even with him. Really? Yeah.
I don't think we want to know what he did to you. That
You
was
don't.
required.
You
Wow.
don't.
I think
Just
we
getting
do.
even.
All right, Ariel, I'm glad you made it. Thanks. Let's meet, before we hear from the band again, let's Mahesh. Where's my man Mahesh? Is he here?
Hey, how you doing, Gerard?
What's up, man?
Mahesh, what's your deal? Tell the guys what you got going on in your world.
I watched you guys on the Pieball tour and have been following you guys ever since.
Wow. So you saw us at the Troubadour.
Yeah, I saw you guys at the Troubadour. Saw you at the Avalon.
He told us he still got his ticket stub from that first show that he saw.
That's
Look at his
amazing.
license plate.
Those are real license plates?
My real license plate.
Were those hard to get?
Yeah,
or?
Frank, Mikey, and Ray signed this one, but
I'll hit it.
left.
I'll hit it.
He doesn't want you to hit it, dude.
He's got one license plate that says Black Parade, another that says My Chem.
That's amazing, man. Well, thanks for supporting us so long, dude. It means so much.
I had one question,
Sure.
though. I've been going to all your performances.
Okay.
And the last time I saw you guys play a Bullet song was at the Slims with Face to Face.
Oh.
And I saw you guys play one at the Halloween show, but I'm wondering if you might play one for us today.
Yo, Bob Breyer is going to knock you out. We haven't played a Bullet song in, forever.
Now we're talking about songs from the first record from folks who don't know.
It would be a nightmare. Seriously. Now they think we're about to play it. We can't. That's it. That's all we got for it. You know, we were talking on Project Rev about doing a Bullet song, but we didn't do it. We were busy doing our hair, All
right, how about another song from the band? Breakfast with My Chemical Romance, live on KROQ.
And it rains. And it pours. And you don't want to make friends with anyone because the next day they might get their faces blown off.
Because it's really quite pleasant, except for the smell. We are going to hell.
Come on. If you're not here at Breakfast with My Chemical Romance, you lose this morning. I'm sorry. This is the place to be.
Breakfast with My Chemical Romance. We'll take a quick break and come right back on the world famous KROQ.
It's Breakfast with My Chemical Romance. My Chemical Romance.